Hey guys, this is Joseki bringing you another audio commentary. One of my personal favorite players at US East is Tower-Craft. I think he's very innovative, very unique, very fun player. He has very interesting philosophy. He says, like watching games like Todd and Moon, he's very bored. He doesn't really see it as that particularly interesting. I'm pretty happy to be doing a game on him. It's sort of a breath of fresh air for me. I've been giving you all these guys, these really pro, solid human replays. Oh, and if I didn't say, replay 2-minute mark as always. Yeah. So this is a game that is dedicated solely to Mr. Towercraft for being awesome, and just being an ass kicker. Hold on, I gotta find the replay. I gotta get mine paused up. I haven't even done it yet. Yeah, his play is kind of like Angry Korea Man, if everyone's familiar with him, which I'm sure many of you are, where you tech without a barracks, which allows you to tech very quickly, and instead of using a barracks, you use towers. You build a few towers in your base, and then you tech up to whatever units you want to use. He's pretty innovative in how he plays. He uses the Blade Master in almost every game, which is in my opinion, a very powerful hero. What you end up with going Blade Master is an incredible ability to trash, but you have a very weak ability to creep. Just one Blade Master can't creep out all that much from all the focus of high-level creeps. He also uses, with, giving more to his name, he utilizes towers in creeping. Which sounds a bit odd, but we're going to see it in this game, and I think it's particularly amazing exactly how he does that. Despite what most haters think, there are a lot of Towercraft haters, oh my god. Despite what most haters think, he's a pretty skilled player. He knows the game. He has amazing Blade Master use that you're going to see in this game. Pretty much on the level of any Blade Master use I've seen. He's very opportunistic. He steals creeps. He steals kills on whatever he can get. He's just smart, and he just knows how to play the game, and you could definitely see that from his playstyle. I really dislike it, and I'm gonna really discourage people from making comments like "LOL, Towercraft noob. He has no skill." Yeah, well, you'd probably lose to him. His style is very difficult to counter for any race. Towers are as human towers and orc towers. They're difficult to counter on both accounts. It's not gay. It's just a different way of playing. They prefer longer games, perhaps. They have a different way of playing. And Towercraft invented his style of playing. He didn't steal it from anyone. He doesn't watch pro replays. You gotta have respect for him for that, guys. Come on. Anyway, keep getting up to the 2-minute mark. I'm not quite done talking. Today's game's gonna be on Turtle Rock, which is a map that I believe Towercraft particularly likes. Because of how he creeps on this map, and it's pretty incredible. You're gonna see incredibly interesting things that are they're pretty much mind-blowing for me. I've seen this kind of thing before, but the way Towercraft does it is very impressive. So I'm at the 2-minute mark. I hope you guys are at the 2-minute mark, because I certainly am. We're gonna get this replay unpaused in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. Okay, so here you're gonna see his Blade Master is almost finished, and the Undead opted for a Fiend build with a slow Death Knight, which is very standard of this matchup. And Towercraft's Blade Master just coming out. He built his shop as opposed to a barracks, and he will be loading up on some items: Speed Scrolls, Clarity, and Health, which are three very, very important things to be getting anytime you're going Blade Master, just because, especially solo Blade Master, you're going to be healing him, giving him more mana, etc. The first thing Towercraft's going to do is he's going to go over and run over and kill the right Ogre Warrior. This is going to give him an item. The thing about the Blade Master is he's very good with lots of items. The Ogre Warriors drop a lot of different items. Mostly they do not drop charged items anymore after the most recent patch. They drop circlets, Gloves of Haste, Claws of Attack, etc. Things that are going to give the Blade Master more DPS, which is exactly what Towercraft needs, because the more damage per second he can do, the stronger the solo Blade Master is going to be in his entirety. If you look at the upper right-hand red camp, he's building 2 towers next to the Merchant and close to the Goblin Mine. He's going to utilize these towers to be able to creep out these 2 camps very, very efficiently. A lot more efficiently than one would normally be able to do with an army, or with just a Blade Master, because one Blade Master just has no chance versus that many creeps. If you'll notice, he's making really good use of his healing salves. After he steals items from both camps, he loads up on his healing salves, and he still has his potion of clarity, which he probably will not be using it until he's done harassing over here. He's a very smart player. People have accused him of map hacks, but let me tell you, it has nothing to do with map hacks. This is to do with because he's incredibly smart. He runs over here to the undead, and bam. Here's the undead player creeping, steals the claws of attack, and starts attacking the Death Knight. The Death Knight had been tanking for the camp, so being the opportunistic player that Towercraft is, he's going to creep and do as much damage to the Death Knight as he possibly can, and steal another creep, which is very impressive and very difficult for him to do. Mostly being that it's hard to be stealing creeps and doing that sort of thing, especially when you're on any kind of lag. He's from Europe, by the way, which lends even more impressibility to exactly how he's doing this, being that Europe to Azeroth ping suck. It just sucks balls, so that explains a lot, doesn't it? He's still pretty amazing. He speed scrolls over here and goes invisible, and he starts looking around, and the first thing he sees is this Death Knight whom he's going to kill. Pretty easily, I believe. No, he doesn't quite get it. He was about 9 HP away, which is sort of a shame, but what are you going to do? But as you can see, that's very smart play. That wasn't a noob move to run over and knowing that the Death Knight was low HP and try and catch him before he returns to his base was very smart by Towercraft, and it's a shame it didn't quite work out. He uses his clarity and his health, and now he's going to run over here. Well, actually, he's not quite ready to be creeping out the merchant or the red camp because he doesn't have quite enough towers to lend to him. So he's going to go over here, and he notices that there are some fiends attacking his base, and he has to kind of go fend them off with his Soul Blade Master. A Soul Blade Master pretty much lends for the purpose of just insane DPS. As you can see, he's basically just focusing the Death Knight, which allows him to essentially just deal out hella damage very easily, and just focused on the Death Knight and make it so it's going to be very difficult for the Death Knight to really be able to do anything. If you'll notice, the Death Knight has enough to coil him, but because he used a healing salve, another very smart move, the Death Knight was not allowed to because magic damage does reduce to heroes. Towercraft's continuously making more towers in his base, simply because with fiends who are very good against, who do piercing damage and do very high damage, it's a pretty good idea to have a little extra towers, just because fiends are ranged and it's really hard to repair against them, etc. The next thing you'll notice down here on the bottom is that the Blade Master is running away from the Death Knight and bought Boots' Speed and Staff Teleportation, two very important items. And with Boots' Speed, he's going to be able to get away from that Death Knight very easily. And if you look, another incredibly smart move. Towercraft takes down the Death Knight by aggroing the creeps, wind walking, making the creeps attack the Death Knight, and then killing the Death Knight. Man, what a noob Towercraft is. Definitely not. Now, the Undead player just took a really heavy loss. With a dead Death Knight, the Undead player has an inability to creep. Because he's level 2, he has a very long resurrection time. I believe it's like 1 minute and 30 seconds, which is a very long time thinking about it. And as opposed to 30 seconds, which is the rebuild time for a level 1 hero. And now gives Towercraft the perfect opportunity to creep out this camp at whim. If you'll notice, they start attacking the tower, and then he's just going to take down this Magi. And it's very hard to get the last hit on these creeps. He's going to kill this Ogre Magi, and then he's going to look at what's being focused down. He kills every single creep in this camp, just like that. Every one. The towers. If a tower gets a creep, he doesn't get experience. So it's very impressive to me that Towercraft uses his timing with the Blade Master, which shows a lot of practice. Towercraft has lots of games. He has like 5K games in his account, and it's just impressive. I think the most important thing that Towercraft's doing right now, which demonstrates a really innovative way to play, is he's using these 4 towers to creep this red camp. The main thing to remember when doing this is that you have to continually aggro the creeps. And the difficult part about that is you have to keep your Blade Master HP as high as you can keep it. What he does is he uses his Potion of Health, which he sort of had to. He obviously didn't want to lose his Blade Master, but it also lends him the ability to keep to heal himself before he gets harassed again, which is just about to happen. As you can see, the undead player is back, and you know,